Hey kids, it's the Britt Show, where you'll see that your mom's a holy moly. You won't learn anything except moaning on your neighbor's ring. That's what you get when you listen to What the Brick. You'll realize that we're all just pieces of shit, soon flying with pooping rats on it. Ask me why I'm so high. Drop the pants and show off your big giant ballroom. Use is the place where we can all play together forever and ever. Here is Britt sitting on the beat.
If you don't relax now, your body will pick a day for you. I read that quote about a month ago and I said, that makes a lot of sense. And then I proceeded to put the pedal to the metal and grind out a bunch of stuff across my to-do list. I am 30 weeks pregnant. I have a toddler, but I always feel like I'm lazy. My dad likes to remind me that ladies in third world countries go picking produce, and then they stop right in the middle of the field. They deliver their baby, and then they get right back to work. Even though I know that it's implausible, he still has a way of making me feel like I'm not doing enough. And my doctor even did that to me this morning by saying she is 33 weeks pregnant, and she's still checking on me. Way to go, me. Being lazy in the nick of time. Anyways, I just drove 2,000 miles across the country from Las Vegas to Pensacola, Florida. And I did this 2 times within a span of a month, solo with a toddler in my backseat. And I'm still pregnant. On our way home, I get notified by the people watching our house that it is currently infested with fleas, swarming everywhere, and that I do not want to go inside. So I spent a couple days at my parents' house trying to figure out how I'm going to handle the fleas, listening to them fight about tedious little BS things like wiping crumbs off the counter or, you snore too loud, and it's stressful. And they also are smokers, and I am not, so you can see how the environment might not be the most kosher. Then I start to feel a familiar back pain. I call my midwife and I go in for a check. She confirms that I'm having contractions. She does the dreadful cervix check. I'm 4 centimeters dilated, 60% effaced, and only 31 weeks pregnant. Pre-me babies are babies that are born less than 35 weeks. Ideally, full-term babies are 37 to 38 weeks. It really kind of depends on how your body works, but, babies 35 weeks and less are pretty much guaranteed to be in the NICU. And I still have a month to go. So my midwife gives me Toradol, which is a muscle relaxer, and my contractions pretty much instantly stop. But because I'm so dilated, I still end up getting admitted to the hospital. The first few days I'm drugged up. The drugs that they're giving me, I'm not allowed to eat on. Not eating pretty much guarantees that you're kind of putting your body in a vulnerable state and you might then go into premature labor. So anyways, what I'm saying is, today I'm recording this shit because I want to be a warning to you. It's true. Your body has limits. Don't fool yourself thinking you can do it all. I'm pretty much bedridden until I go back into labor, and hopefully that's not for another 5 weeks. I don't want to have my new baby living in the NICU. So if you pray, please pray for me. And pray for the fleas to leave my house. My husband's trying to get rid of them, but those pesky bitches are relentless. One flea lives several months with no food, and their food is blood. And there was no blood-ridden things hanging out in my house, but I still got fleas. It's like an act of God. I mean, maybe somebody walked into my house that was watching my house and got bit by a flea, dropped off the flea, and it just proceeded to whip out a bunch of eggs. But, I don't want to point any fingers. There was multiple people helping me out during the time that I was away. It's life. When it rains, it pours. This might be a tangent, but again, what I'm really trying to say is that it's okay to take a break. Don't let the world fool you into thinking that you're not allowed to slow down. In my case, I'm kind of having to slow down because if I don't, then I put another person, the person inside me, at jeopardy. And that wouldn't be a very good introduction for my baby into the world. It wouldn't be a very good thing to do. My first present to my baby is a month stay in a hospital hooked up to a bunch of cords, staring at bright lights in the ceiling. So I'm hanging on by a thread. It could happen at any moment now, and I just have to wait it out and ask for a bunch of help that I'm not used to receiving. This is a very different episode for me for Out of Place, but I feel like it's fitting to just kind of cement this and let you know that it's okay. It's okay to take a break. Even though I'm trying to convince myself of that right now, as I pretty much have done nothing but sleep and eat for the last few days. Thank you.